So today's webinar is really just all about the new features that we've introduced over the last few months. And you'll also have a very sneak teaser of a new feature that's coming very soon. So one of the big new features that we launched last month for our Ultimate users was video chat. So we've got a few different options for you. So you can launch it from within Ayoa chat itself. So if you click here, you see down here, I've got different people that I've spoken to. If you've not spoken to people before, just click on that bubble, pick them out from your contacts and start the chat. You can have multiple people in the same in a group as well. And to start a video chat with them, it's as simple as clicking this video icon here. And if you're a big user of Zoom and that's what you're used to, you can click Start Zoom Meeting. Obviously, I am doing this webinar on Zoom, so I'm not going to be able to demonstrate that for you right now. But it's as simple as just clicking on this. If you haven't used Zoom within Ayoa before, you'll just need to log in and approve it, and then you can get started. So you can reduce your Zoom screen, so you can just keep your video up here while you continue to chat, and you can use all the usual Zoom features, such as screen share and those other useful features. If you don't want to use Zoom, then we also have a built-in video chat called Ayoa Video Meeting. So this is powered by Jitsi. And rather than launching an external app, this starts a video chat straight within Ayoa. So you can continue moving about and discussing Ayoa without having to launch a third-party app. So you can launch it within the chat. You can have a one-on-one meeting. You can also create group chats and start your video meet chats there as well. But we've also made it easy to just launch a video chat about whatever task board on mind map you're talking about. So for example, if I wanted to start a really quick video meeting with the people that I'm working on in this task board, then if I click up here, then I've got that same option. So I can start the Ayoa video meeting here or start the Zoom meeting, and that will automatically invite everyone that I've got added to this task board. So if you are an Ultimate user, those settings are right up here. And you can do exactly the same in the mind map view as well. So if you wanted to have a discussion with all these people that you're working with on this mind map, you can very quickly and easily start an Ayoa video meeting or a Zoom meeting straight from this mind map and invite all of these people to discuss those ideas. So that is the new video chat. Now, if you didn't want a video chat, but you still maybe wanted to start a discussion about your task board, your mind map, then you've got that option too. So if I click on these avatars here, you can see that I've got the list of everyone who's working on this mind map. And if I click chat, that automatically opens up a chat with that person. And if I want to start a chat with everyone, if I click open board chat, then it creates an entirely new group chat named after this mind map, and it includes everyone on that mind map. So I can see the title up here. And if I was working on, a different task board and someone messaged me, I can very quickly click on go to board, and it will open that mind map or that task board up, automatically, so I can see exactly, what that person is asking me about. So you can see that, as we've been working remotely over the last, goodness, how many months has it been now? 7 months, 8 months? Feels a lot longer. We found, new ways to communicate and make sure, it's easier than ever to keep in touch with people and to make sure there's no breakdown of communication. So the video chat is only available to Ultimate users, but the board chat, that's available for everyone. Addition improvements that we've made for chat, especially because we've become so much more dependent on it than we had been previously when we've been working in Office. So we've added just a search tool. So, this isn't a huge feature, but, if you remember you've had a conversation, but you really don't want to scroll back through, you can search through the chat just using a keyword, and it'll bring up every instance with that keyword. A simple feature, but a surprisingly useful feature that we felt was really important to bring in since lockdown and remote working. So a completely different feature that we've brought in recently that you may have missed is our sketch tool. This tool is available across the mind maps, task boards, and chat. So to access it in the mind map view, click the formatting brush. That's that one here. And that opens up your style panel. So the sketch tool is under image. So if I click add, you can see that at the top I've got upload, which is how I would upload an image. I can use search to search for a royalty-free image from Unsplash. Icon is emojis, and then right at the bottom we've got this brand new feature called sketch. So if I click and open this brings up like a sketch tool where I can create images and simple graphics. So maybe if you wanted to sketch out a layout, really quickly, something rough and ready. I can change so there are lots of different tools in here. I don't know what I'm drawing. Just giving you an example of the different tools you have in here. So, you could use it perhaps to very quickly put together what I'm trying to think. What am I thinking of? Like a setting, or like table settings, room settings, different diagrams, illustrations if you're feeling patient. And then once you've got your image, just click save and exit. You'll be able to crop your image, and then you can add that image to your mind map. So you can do exactly the same in chat as well. In chat, it's located under attachments. So if you click on the paper paperclip icon. It's right down the bottom. And let's see if we can make a slightly less rubbish picture. You can play around with the outline as well, make that thinner or thicker. You can layer the shapes on top of each other. And you can even add, extra images as well if you want, from your device. And then if you want to add it to your task board, it's in the same place as it is on my map. So click add, and it's the sketch tool here. And I'm sure you could create a much better image when you have a little bit more time. And then that adds it to the task board. So some additional features we have added. I demonstrated this last week, but for anyone who didn't attend, we have a new feature called bookmarks, and this is a way for you to present your mind map. So to do that, it's this button down here. So if I just click here, bear with me just a moment. Might come back to that feature. So the present mode allows you to create a list of bookmarks. So you can pick and choose the branches that you want to present. So you could present them all. You could present none of them. For some reason that isn't working for me at the moment. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm working on an account where there are lots of new features being tested, which is my account is more prone to glitches than yours would be, as I've got a lot of new features that are currently being tested that aren't available to you at the moment. Okay, I'm going to come back to that feature, and what I'm going to show you now is some team features that we brought in for Ultimate, such as Team Pulse. So if you click up here, this Team Pulse is for team plans. So if you have a team plan, let's say 5 users, 10 users, 20 users, and you will want to keep in touch with what you're doing, but you don't want to waste too much time with people constantly messaging you and asking you what you're up to. You can instead post a status, with attachments, even tagging different people. That just lets everybody know what you are up to. For us at Open Genius, we begin each day by updating our pulse just to let the team know, what we'll be focusing on that day. It's great for situations where you're waiting on someone else to finish their task, and by updating that status, you've got a good idea of whether you should work on something else and reorganize your day, and also to know who's responsible for what, because sometimes, especially when you're working remotely, it can be a bit difficult to know, exactly who's responsible for what, who's working on what, and so that things, don't get left behind. The pulse is, really, really useful for just ensuring that that clear communication is happening. So you can see along the side here that we've got, different groups in which, people have been organized. And you can do that in our other new feature that we introduced a few months ago. So this is called groups. You can access this through the menu. So you've got two ways of creating groups. So groups in your Ayoa plan. So that's exactly what it says on the tin. Everyone in these groups is going to be someone who is on the same team plan as you, which is useful for if you are working with external clients and you want to make sure that you're keeping track of who's within your organization and who's not, so you don't accidentally communicate something with them that you didn't want to, and you want to make sure that your task boards are just staying within your team. But you can also create groups here which are a mixture of different people. So for example, I could have a group called stakeholders, and the people I add here, can be a mixture of people, within my team plan and outside my team plan. I can also pick and choose, whether only people in the group can see that they're part of the group, or whether everyone within the Ayoa team plan that you're on can also see it as well. And to make it easy to spot, you can add emojis and images. Just to make it easier to just spot them in a crowd. Now I'm going to take you back to the home page. So this is going to look a little bit different to what you have. And you can see right here, this is a feature that you won't have yet. So this is called whiteboards, and it's coming very, very soon. We're very excited about it. And it will allow you to create boards that you can use that are very different to mind maps. So this is still in development at the moment. So, I'm going to give you a very, very brief sort of look at it. But I will mention that, this is still in development and it will be changing. This will look a little bit different, when you get hold of it. So there'll be choices of sticky notes, where you can add your ideas, different sizes. Checklist items. You can add images, including the sketch tool. There's even going to be a flowchart item as well. So this is coming very, very soon. We're still working on it. So yeah, this will look different when you see it. You're currently working on a flowchart builder and sections as well. And that's coming very, 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 very soon. So another thing we've introduced in the last couple of months is just easier ways to access and organize your boards. So your boards are your mind maps, your task boards, and soon to be whiteboards. And you'll be able to access them under all boards through here. So you can check whiteboards, mind maps, task boards. You can quickly search them up here, reorganize them. You can also create folders, which you can mix different boards within each other. So you can have task boards and mind maps in the same folder, so you can keep your project organized. Okay, I'm just gonna have a quick check to see if the bookmark tool is going to behave for us now. But as I mentioned, because we've got quite a few new features that we're testing on this particular version of Ayoa, it can be a little bit unpredictable, unlike the live version. So I'm just going to try that out again. Okay, for some reason that isn't working, but if you go on YouTube, we should have a video up which goes into more detail about bookmarks and presenting on Ayoa. And if you would like to find out more, please email us at support@ayoa.com, and I'd be happy to share those guides with you and provide you with a bit more information. So I've covered some new features that have come out over the last few months. Fortunately, was unable to show you the present tool, but that is available on our YouTube channel to view. So what I'm going to do now is just check whether you have any questions. So while I'm just waiting for those questions, just going to give you some information on how you can find out more about using Ayoa. So we've got a full list of help guides that covers all of the platforms that Ayoa is supported on. So that is web app, Mac, Windows, iPhone, iPad, and Android. We also have a YouTube channel. So on there, we've got previous webinars, which are all recorded and saved for you, as well as shorter videos. And if you have any additional questions, you can email us at support@ayoa.com. So I'm just going to check the questions now. So one of the question is it possible to have a video chat with people who have no subscription? Oh, I would need to double check that for you, but I believe if they don't have Ayoa video chat, they will be, well, if they don't have Ultimate, they may be limited to what features they can collaborate with you. But if you are able to just pop us an email, support@ayoa.com, I'd be happy to discuss what you're trying to get from Ayoa in more detail. So another question I have here. Oh, I do apologize. Fred, I only speak English. If you go on our YouTube channel, I don't know why I'm saying this. You probably won't be able to understand me. So on our YouTube channel, there is an option where YouTube automatically creates captions, and I think there's a translation option there. Likewise, using Google Translate on our guides might be helpful as well. Okay, does anyone have any further questions about the features that we've gone through today? Okay, there don't seem to be any further questions. So, yep, just to remind you, whiteboards is coming very, very, very soon. This feature will be available to everyone. So regardless of whether you are on free, pro or ultimate, you'll be able to use this feature. And as soon as that is live, we will be sending out a notification to all of our users. So I really hope this has been helpful for you, that I've shown you a few features that you may not have realized was in Ayoa, and that this will give you a few new features to try. If there's anything else that I could help you with, or you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at support@ayoa.com, and I will be delighted to help. Okay, thank you very much for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.